Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today we're going to be talking about Terra Classic and Terra 2.0. If you're not been paying attention to the whole market, Bitcoin, all the major altcoins did have a strong rally down yesterday, and so did Terra Classic. Now keep in mind the whole of the trend for the Classic family has started to come down. CZ is not happy with Kwon, and also their team comms just got leaked yesterday when the Terra collapse happened. There's a lot to cover today, but if we get into it, if you're here for the first time, you do want to stay up to date with everything to do with Luna, I highly recommend you scroll down, tap the red subscribe button. While you're there, slap a like on the video, completely free to do so. It will just help the YouTube algorithm push the video to more people see the incredible side of Luna, they decide to buy into it, it starts spiking up, and all of us make a lot of profit. So make sure you go down and slap a like on it. Other than that, let's get straight into it. So to begin with today's video, first of all, I want to talk to you guys about something really important. So if we decide to look at the Terra Classic chart, you can see that we have officially broken below a very strong support close to 10. And also, if you do decide to look from the top, you can see we're clearly in a downtrend. Now, this is not Terra Classic's fault, because a lot of people are blaming the fact that there is a lot of retail investors, a lot of whales deciding to leave the market. Now, that's not true. The whole of the crypto market decided to crash today. As you guys can see, Bitcoin did decide to fall under 30k. On the other hand, Ethereum is closing in close to 1,800, suggesting that just in the past 24 hours we did have a very strong pullback, including all the major altcoins. So Luna Classic did a very similar thing, but you can see in the past 2 hours it did decide to make a small recovery, and at one point it actually decided to break through this resistance. I mean, before it was a support, but after we did decide to break below it, now it is going to be acting as a very strong resistance, and if we do decide to break above it, it is going to start acting as a support again. Personally, I do think that it might actually break through it. As we can see over here, it has done consecutively in the past 2 hours. On the RSI line, we're not in the oversold zone, but we're getting closer and closer. Could that mean that a lot of retail investors decide to buy in around this time? I would be personally surprised if they do not. And you can see we just added an extra 0 on the amount of price. Now I want to show you guys something really interesting. So as we are falling down in the price, the trading volume for Luna Classic keeps on increasing. It is up close to 75% today. The trading volume to the market cap ratio is closing in close to 50%, which is much better and significantly better compared to yesterday when it was close to 31%. Now the circulating supply is still slowly growing, so do keep your eye out on the circulating supply, because it will slowly keep increasing. The minting has started again, but it is significantly slower compared to what it was doing before. Now for the people who are holding on to Terra 2.0 and are expecting more airdrop to come in the next 48 hours, I want to show you the price of Terra Luna. It is sitting close to $6.60. It is down close to 26% today. That is a huge dump, and the trading volume is just down about 40%. It's still sitting close to $1 billion, which I think is insane, and is doing very well on that factor. But the reason it is down so strongly is because people have received their airdrop on Binance, and you guys know Binance is the largest exchange. So a lot of people are deciding to go ahead and sell, and that is causing the whole market to push down as well. I mean, Bitcoin did decide to make a recovery very quickly, but wasn't able to sustain it because the other major altcoins and also Luna was pulling it back. Another thing is the Luna wish list has been gone past 100,000. Now there's a lot of people watching Luna right now, so if there is a stronger recurrence and there is a stronger pullback, maybe a lot of people will decide to buy into it. Now something that is really surprising to me is the leaked chats reveal a massive Terra Luna war zone or war room situation during the crash. So when the initial crash for Luna Classic happened, obviously they do have a chat where the whole team of Terra Luna does decide to talk. A lot of people were having a war zone in terms of what to do at that point, but not a single person was able to give the solution. Let's just use our reserves and put it in and try to save it. things were getting problematic in a war room during the Terra crash. There was no leadership. No one, even Kwon, was not there to say, hey guys, let's just completely use our reserves and try to protect our token that we have worked so hard for. But they decided to completely just let it push down. A new stablecoin for new Luna. Their conversation, while often conflicted, touched on the future plan to create a new stablecoin for Luna 2.0. I'm so happy they haven't done it till now, and I'm really thankful that they might not do it in the future, because they got so much backlash from the community not having a stablecoin connected to Luna. Now, I don't think it would go as bad as what has happened. I mean, you don't want to see another crash, because it is, let's just say the circulating supply is maxed out and there's a cap on it. It wouldn't go significantly lower, but something like that could repeat, and we do not want to repeat the mistakes we did in the past. So having a stablecoin connected to Terra 2.0 is probably not a good idea. And finally, there was just a lot of confusion. That's probably the best word to say. Now, never seen more confusion on something this serious. I mean, there was just so much chaos. No one was able to tell what to do. Now, Binance CEO says he's skeptical about the Terra relaunch. I mean, he's been skeptical since day one. He wanted them to use the reserves so that they can protect Terra Classic that we have right now, rather than completely focusing to a new blockchain, what they have done right now. I try not to predict what the community will do. Many are skeptical. I am one of those, and that's literally all he has said. He hasn't said much more, but there's obviously also more investigation happening towards what will happen and what actually happened to Luna Classic. Another thing is South Korean authorities are going to be launching a digital asset committee. Now, this is going to be the official name for it, and personally, this is crazy. Now they're going to be making sure that anything to do with digital assets such as crypto, stocks, everything is looked after, and making sure that people do not scam other people. I personally think this is a good idea, because they're not putting regulation on it, but just trying to help people who do run into problems with it. Now, final thing is Jess explains why Kraken listed Terra 2.0. Listing is an endorsement. I do agree with that. At the same time, they want to make sure that their customers and their traders are not disheartened by the fact that they're not going to be adding Terra 2.0, and they want to make sure that they are fair to everyone and giving everyone a second chance. I personally think that's a good way to go, but at the same time, Kraken is such a big name for themselves. I think they would have to be very careful in terms of how Luna reacts and how they react quickly. Now, this is the final one. This bullish setup on Terra 2.0 price might catch doubters by surprise. It did come down close to 23%, but there is still a chance that it might go explosive. Experts note that since its debut, Luna 2.0 price witnessed a wild swing on Binance, Kraken, OKX. Fatman accuses Kwon of sweeping off over 230 million in Luna 2.0 through wallets controlled by Terraform Labs. At the same time, I don't personally think just blaming everyone right now is the best option. Just let Luna get into a 2.0, just get a little bit of a taste of the market, and then we will be able to make more claims. But other than that, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think. I hope you did enjoy today's video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.